Good day and welcome back to CoachCric. In today's video, we're going to be looking at how to bowl a stock standard leg spin delivery. We'll be splitting the action into 5 different segments. The first segment we're going to look at is the grip of the ball. This is the grip that we generally use to try and give us the most control out of the hand and make sure that we get revs on the ball. Obviously, revs on the ball helps with turn, drift, dip and bounce. What you want to do is make sure that the ring finger is on the ball. This is going to be our spinning finger. We also want to make sure that the thumb's off the ball, because this will inhibit some of the spin that we get on the ball. And obviously as a leg spinner, our big goal is to try and turn the ball. That's what's going to make us dangerous, as turn, dip, bounce and drift are our 4 weapons as a spinner. Then line and length will come into it as well. In the demonstration that we are showing, the thumb will be pushing the ball along just to show how the ball is going to release from the hand. So making sure that we are here, the wrist is going to be cocked in the action, it's going to uncoil through the ball, and then the ring finger, your spinning finger, is going to flip over the ball to impart revolutions onto the ball. Next up, we are going to look at the feet in the crease and the alignment of the feet. It is important to note that with the leg spin action, the stride is going to be maybe a little bit longer than in the off spin action. This is to give us a little bit more time through the crease, to allow our arm to come through and allow our wrist to uncoil through the ball. What's important is your back foot is going to land either parallel to the crease or towards a 45-degree angle, but you are looking at maybe staying a bit more parallel to the crease in a side-on action, as this gives us time to drive through with the hip, which is going to give us time on the top of our action to get through the ball. From there, our front foot, the heel is going to land in line with the toes of the back foot. This is going to generate a line up towards about off stump, where you want to start the ball. From the hand, the ball is going to start on off stump, maybe just outside, and hopefully with that little bit of drift, it's going to drift into middle and off, and then you're going to get the kick away from that, which is going to make it dangerous. Next up, we are going to be looking at the upper half of the body, predominantly the arm action from here. What's going to happen is your front arm is going to go, you're going to look through the gap here, it's going to go in a nice, long, slow circle forward. As this is happening, your bowling arm is going to come from a little bit wider than it would for a normal off spinner or a seam delivery. This is to make sure that we can impart revs on the ball with the ball angle going towards about 45, towards slip or gully, somewhere around there. If we get too high, it's going to stop us getting those sideways revolutions and the ball is going to slide on. And if we get too low, obviously it's just going to come out as a little loopy, and we don't want that. Making sure we get nice and about at a 1 o'clock angle with the wrist uncoiling through the top is going to help us get the most revs on the ball. Also now with the arm coming from that angle, we want to work really nice and forward with the arm before we pulling down. Pulling down is going to help us get more revs on the ball. In the action itself, our hips and shoulders are going to be lined up with our feet, pointing towards about an off stump angle. As we come through the crease, they are going to rotate through right nice and over to help us generate some power and momentum through the crease going forward. What we're going to look at next is, as soon as we release the ball, we're going to look at the follow through. It is important to note that the driving leg comes nice and through, nice and hard, as this is going to generate the revs through the top of the action and enable you to impart the revs on the ball. Making sure that the back leg kicks all the way through to a 180 degrees angle. That's going to help us complete the action and help our arm finish through to the end. Completing this is going to give us the opportunity to get the ball up and full and more consistent, and make it easier to hit that area more often. As you are driving through with the back leg, it's important that you get through and over on the front foot, making sure that it rotates all the way through in a pivot sort of motion. This is to get us through the crease and forward to ball, because obviously you can't complete your action if you get stuck in the crease.
Future's ending here. Unfortunately, our video files got corrupted, so I'm going to finish this video off for us. So let's go quickly through our bowling action from the bottom working up. We're going to make sure that our feet, nice and small stride, line working towards our target, back foot parallel with the crease up until a 45-degree angle. Make sure our hips and shoulders are also working towards our target. So we don't want our feet, for instance, working towards our target, hips and stuff open. We actually want to work around that front foot. Making sure at the top of the delivery to get over your front foot, really get that pivot going, working to 180-degree angle to your target. As well, let's look at our shoulder rotation. With the shoulder rotation, make sure that the levers are nice up, forward, work hard in the crease, slow action, but with a lot of energy. And then finally, our release point, want to make sure that we have our palm facing forward towards the batsman, working at a 45-degree angle to the offside. So don't want to be releasing the ball there, as this will turn out more top spin. Want to make sure that we get that 45-degree release angle to 45 on the offside. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider leaving a like below, subscribe to our channel so you can see all of our content as it releases, and leave us a comment. What's your favorite variation when bowling leg spin?